Good morning, live once again. I just have to say, yesterday with Tim, I'm really sorry. What had happened was, all through my actual 10 at 10 with Tim from By the Seaside, I couldn't actually see him, which was, so later on when I checked, that's why I was a bit worried. I could actually see him, so he was there. So when he was showing all his lovely driftwood houses, I couldn't see them till later. So yeah, just hopefully everything will go well today. It looks like it will. There we go, straight away. There's the request. Hopefully I'll be able to see the lovely Gemma this morning. He says, where is she? Oh, she declined. Right, let me have a look. She declined. Let's have a look. Right, let's try that again. Send request. Right, hopefully she's not being shy and playing hard to get. There we go.
Hello.
Oh, you had me worried. You declined. I was like, what's going on?
Press decline, but it came up with, do you want to decline? And I said no, anyway.
Right, cool. I think it's probably we were requesting, you requested. Excellent. So please introduce yourself and tell us what you make and sell.
Yeah, I'm Gemma from the Handmade Picture Company. I mainly make pebble art and driftwood pictures for all occasions, can all be personalised, just bespoke to your needs. And I also make 3D butterfly art pictures as well. And
Cool.
gradually it will grow.
Excellent. Yeah, cool. And so why did you set up your business and how did you come up with your business name?
Um, the story goes, I was somewhere close to your heart, the Isle of Wight.
That's it. Yeah.
Um,
Excellent.
and I saw a pebble art picture in a shop, fell in love with it, bought it. Every day on my holiday, I'd get it out and have a look at it. I just loved it. I just really loved it. And then when we got home, my parents were with me on holiday. And when we got home, my mum said to me, I really wish I'd got one of those. And she said, I think you could make me one. And I did. And
Love it.
got a lot of comments on it and people seem to love it. So I tasked myself, since not working from having the children, that I would
Yeah.
do a craft there and I would put myself out there, being not very confident in that sort of area. And it was really successful and it grew from there.
Excellent. And the name?
And the name, I kind of wanted it to say what it does in the tin or the other way around.
Yeah.
I love all names, but I wanted it to be obvious what I did. But also I didn't want it, although I love pebbles, pebbles is my passion, I didn't want to limit myself to pebbles, hence the company, because all of my pictures will be handmade, whatever they're made out of.
Yeah, and even what you just said there, isn't it? It's getting that message across to the customer that when they look at your work, they know that you have made it. There's nothing worse when they think that you've just bought it in and you're just selling it on, which is just you know. And there are what you do, and it's great what you do, but there's other people out there who it's not so good, isn't it? And like you were talking to me, and this has been coming up quite a bit in some of the talks. We talked to the artisan market and you said that people walk past and go, I can make that, and they go to try it and they can't, because you say what you source and all the quality and everything that goes into it, isn't it? Which is important.
I try, and a couple of people have come up to me. One lady ended up having me in her shop. She came up to me and said, I've seen pebble art. There are obviously lots of people out there that do it. I've seen people do pebble art, but you do pebble art, is what she said. And that stuck with me. That was really nice. And, lots of people have said just, sometimes it looks like someone's picked some shingle off the beach, off their driveway or something like that and put it into a picture. Whereas I really strive to get the nicest, best pebbles.
Yeah. And as well, I mean, just so people don't know, I mean, when we found you, first of all, because we bought from you, and it was, as you were saying earlier, I'm originally from the Isle of Wight, and my best mate, we're always looking for those unique Christmas presents, and the one we got, it was 4 little pebbles, and they've got a little bit, and it says, my family rocks, and it just, it's there it is, and it just symbolise them, and they absolutely love it, and it's so nice when you go to their house. And we see all of the gifts and presents that we bought them from all of you guys, because it's really nice. And that was definitely for them, and when you see something like that, that sort of like, you know, it's for that certain person, is really great, isn't it? So whereabouts are you based, and where is your workspace? Where does it all happen?
I'm in sunny Epsom,
Yeah.
Surrey. It's not particularly glamorous. It's here. It's my kitchen dining room.
Yeah.
I'm kind of overflowing into the house now. I don't have a lovely studio at the end of the garden like a lot of people have, which I would love. So I kind of just fit in. I work at one end of the table, and we eat at the other, or I homeschool at the other, if the case may be. Yeah, so just at home on my table.
Yeah, the famous kitchen table. You know, we have our kitchen table that Rob, it used to be his grand's, and even now, just now, I'm at the end on the computer, and Rob is like, "Can you just move along?" Because he's just about to put the cutting board ready to cut some cravats and pocket squares, and it's just great. And then all of a sudden, you move it all, and then it's where you have lunch and dinner, and that sort of, like, the kitchen table is where it all happens, isn't it? Yeah, definitely.
We normally
have you
Christmas, but we had it permanently extended now, particularly with homeschooling. I would be wheeling from one end to the other end of the table, going from one thing to another.
I was a gate leaf one, and that's why I love it, and the reason we haven't got rid of it, because it's a gate leaf, so it can just become this small table. And then it used to be in the days that then the kitchen would become our disco room. Back in the days. They got a bit old for disco. They're never too old. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You know, I do have a little boogie out there. So have you a favourite item to create, and why have you chosen that? I know that people find this question very hard.
No, it is hard because I have got a large selection of designs that I do, but I'll show you. My original and favourite design is my 11 birds design, which I like to make, and is my favourite, just because obviously no two pebbles are the same, no two pieces of driftwood are the same, but with this one you can just, obviously there's 11 birds, so every bird can be totally different, and I can style the colour to somebody's theme. It could be more greys, more browns, more creams.
Wow,
more versatility with it. I love it. That's my favourite, and I like to make that one.
So could you have somebody that might want a family, like a tree like that, but they want that stone to be a bit bigger and the one a bit more small?
And actually, one of the benefits of my pebbles, the grey pebbles, which, like, from our family rocks, which are all grey, they're such a beautiful, natural, soft, just a lovely tone of grey. I'd love them. And I've got lucky enough to have lots of different sizes. So if somebody says, "Oh, he's a bit bigger, she's smaller, I need a dog," I can do all of that, because I've got them, and they're all uniform in that colour as well. So
yeah, exactly. And with the 11 there, when you said that was your favourite, and that sort of 11 and putting that together, does that sort of symbolise, or it's 11 and that's it, or does it kind of mean something?
No, it's just 11.
No. Yeah.
11. Quite liked the idea that it was slightly less at the top. Just the shape worked for me.
Yes, sure.
I prefer odd numbers. I think odd numbers look quite nice in a picture if you can do it. And then I thought, what do I call it? Because I stock in a few shops, and obviously you need to have a name for when you reorder. And I thought, there's 11 birds, so it's 11 birds. That's just what it is.
Yeah. It's funny, isn't it? So even with Dapper Suave, we have all our fabric, but it's all named. It's all got a name, so we know, what it is. Pink rose, and there's gothic, and there's cat, zebra, all but different things. So you know exactly. I sometimes get confused, and when we had one before, there was this rose. It was the same. No, it's the vintage rose, not the pink rose. Okay, but just knowing it, isn't it, as well? So have you been working on anything new this year at all?
Something that I'm trying to think of for Christmas. So in lockdown, I was doing these pebble hugs, which were people to send to people that they couldn't be with, their loved ones, and send them a little message to say, "I'm thinking of you." And quite often, and I know I've heard you say this before, when you've got a stall, lots of children seem to come up with their pocket money. And I have and then I had just a accidental display of pebbles at the front, and sometimes children would come up and say, "Oh, could I buy that pebble?" And I was like, "Well, that's my display, but you know, what can I do?" So then I started painting a few pebbles with sort of some life lessons and things like that, little mottos.
Yeah.
Then the pebble hugs came along. So what I'm going to do for Christmas, I'm going to have little bags for adults as well as children with smaller hugs, so that they can give them to their friends and family. You sort of get a few in a bag, give them out at Christmas, and I think they might be quite popular.
Yeah.
Something like that.
That's really a
And
nice
also,
thing to think of. Even for weddings, you could have it as name cards, couldn't you? With their names on it.
Yes, actually, yeah.
There we go. Even Christmas, it could be for the table. So yeah, oh god.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. But also sea glass. I want to do more with sea glass. I do sea glass on holidays, but it's finding the right shapes. Sometimes you get a shape and you think, "Oh, that'd make a lovely bird." So I want to do more with sea glass as well. That's kind of something. But it won't be a run of. It would be a one-off sea glass picture. I have to do, but yeah. So maybe to do more with sea glass. And the beauty of what I do is I'm asked to do bespoke pictures all the time. You know, can I have an anniversary picture with that and this and that and that? And sometimes I think, wow, I'd never put that together, but the customers always. So, and sometimes they inspire me, and I think, oh well, I could take that, and I could take that, and have a new design. So things are always new, which is good, and I'm not stuck to design. I can produce anything within reason that somebody wants.
And also what you said there, isn't it? If somebody came to one of our events and was looking for something bespoke, but they saw somebody else's work, I'm sure that you could work together to combine it so that you could put your pebbles on their artwork as such, and have something really bespoke, isn't it? Yeah, really thinking out. I think people nowadays, they've got somebody come around to their house or something, they see something on the wall, they want something that nobody else has got. It's almost like that affordable art as well. And what you said earlier was really, really important. As I say, when our customers come to Dorking Halls, we curate our events so that, our customers are that 5-year-old up to 95, 105, I don't care, but I want them all to able to come along. So when you've got somebody there that's got some artwork that might be worth £300-400, that's great. But have they got something also as well that, somebody else will be able to buy that wouldn't necessarily be able to buy that 400? They might, that's what they might be looking for, but just so that they don't go away actually feeling, oh, I haven't sold anything, because actually I might be able to sell a few things to the little kids and made a few pennies as such, isn't it? And it's nice, isn't it, when you get the kids involved, to buy handmade stuff that's not to put it politely, the crap that they buy, and then it's all chucked in the toy boxes and whatever. How cool is it, something that's handmade as such? You probably know as a mum that all the toys that the kids have got, isn't it? But something that's
actually
more personal to them.
The kids love the Our Family Rocks design as well. They love seeing, oh, well, I could have my name and I could be a bit bigger and we could have a cat, and they love all that as well. They sort of say to their parents, oh, mummy, I really want this. And then she's like, okay. And they're like, oh, yes, look, and they end up buying it because the child loves it so much.
Yeah, it's lovely. We had, there were some guys called Illustrate Me who did an image that was of me and Rob, and actually the cats. And it's not our faces, it's just our characteristics. So there's, a glass of Prosecco, there's us sewing and all of that. And I just love it. And we were back and forwards with them. Oh, can you change that slightly? There was something with the cats where we had to put a bit more of their white socks on them or whatever. But it was really nice because when you see it, it's us, which is just really nice. And that whole journey with them was lovely to have something that was us and bespoke, which was very, very lovely. And it's in our kitchen wall, and I love it every time I see it. So we have an ethos, as you all know, about being friendly, creative, and unique. Is there a kind of ethos, a saying, a song title that gets you going, or that you kind of go with as such?
The hardest, but I said to my husband, what do you think my ethos is? And I know sometimes you say people know it without knowing it.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
making people smile. The one thing that I notice at every single fair or market or wherever I am, or in the shop, sometimes I'm in the shop delivering, I see people at my pictures and I hear what they say, which is quite a good insight. Everybody smiles.
Yeah.
And the word I get is cute, lovely, you know, but all my pictures make people smile. And I just want to keep doing that, you know, whether they come along and buy something or not. I just love making people smile and having those discussions with people. And I suppose my other most important thing is to be able to provide a really friendly, bespoke service. You know, I do all my customers, unless it's sort of an obvious one, you know, our family rocks, they give me the details. I like to send them mock-ups and as we go along, make sure that they're happy with the sizing, with the wording. So just to be able to provide that personalised, really, which I love to do. So that's, yeah.
Yeah, and you've got that opportunity as well where your customers will come along, talk to you, and oh, you thought about and you know, about that saying, but also in your mind, you're thinking, well, that sounds great, but you also need to hear it from at least another half dozen people to know that, yeah, when I go to sell it, I've got those customers ready, isn't it? That then it's straight in their basket as such, which is quite important. So what would you say are your goals and dreams for this year?
Well, I suppose to keep growing.
Yeah.
It's great that I've got that work-life balance, possibly not around Christmas time when it goes a bit manic, but just that work-life balance and still, you know, my kids are fairly young, so to still be able to enjoy, you know, having time with them. My biggest goal at the moment, now I think this is my third proper Christmas, is to be more organised, really. But I really need to be more organised because I've got so many fairs booked in before Christmas. What I find is I then personalised orders and then have to also make stock for the next fair. So I'm trying to make as much stock as I can and be ready. Be ready so that have got that better work-life balance around Christmas time, especially. And to just carry on enjoying what I'm doing, really. At the moment, I really I enjoy other people enjoying it, and I don't want to not enjoy it. So as long as I am enjoying it, then that's the most important thing to me. You know, what better to be able to enjoy your job. So,
and that is important, isn't it? I think, as you know, what we're trying to achieve with when you come to our events, and if you kind of sometimes see, don't you, that somebody's kind of put all their stuff out and there's no love in it, you know, and that's really sad when you see that, and you kind of, you know, that's the people when I go to other events, I mean, them our event, you know, like it's because it is sad if you don't enjoy it anymore. The love is gone, you know, and as much as, you know, at the moment I'm on buzzing what's going on at the moment, and actually, you know, from the end of this year and what's going on next year, it's brilliant, you know, and you know, I know that you lot are all coming on the journey with me, and there's lots of things I can give you guys, which is really, I think, is really exciting, isn't it? But I've still got to love it, and actually at the moment this is now my career, so you know, it's kind of, this is my full-time job. So yeah, and I am very lucky to actually have something that I really do love and enjoy, and I can actually help others while I'm doing what I'm doing, which is great. Just saying that as well. What shops are you in as well? You said that you've got where you display.
That's another goal, I suppose, for this year. I do want to get into another shop, at least one other shop. I'm in an amazing shop in Sheer called Cuckoo Corner. I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, it's lovely in there.
Beautiful. I mean, obviously, Sheer is just amazing, and it's a lovely shop. And Mandy, the owner, is gorgeous, and she's you know, she really brings me on. She's a great support. Going on to one of the other questions, and also in Alligator Pear in Tadworth.
Okay.
An amazing award-winning shop, actually, and they're great. They've become friends. The girls in there, they're really supportive, actually, as well. I'm quite often in there.
You know. And I say that as well. If there are any kind of businesses or shops that come along, come to the event, come and have a chat with me, and also if there's anything you like, to put you in contact with that person, because even when I'm doing this, I really, really love hearing about the stories. And there's a story coming out at the moment, which I love, is somebody from our last event has just got married and Poetry and Petals did her flowers and they met at our event. And that to
Oh,
me, just, yeah, Ellie Jane. So she's just recently got married, looks gorgeous. And I just, wow. So we'll be doing a little thing about that. But how cool is that, that she met her? And yeah, there we go. And you know what I love about Poetry and Petals is the other day there was this guy on Instagram, a picture, and he was there with these sunflowers. And the next minute he was picking them for his bride for the wedding, and I just thought, wow, that's just amazing. So he'd actually got the flowers together, I think, and then she put them in a bouquet. But I thought, cool. So yeah, that, and these
yeah,
success stories are just, yeah, and it makes you
I
feel like
definitely
it's really good.
I definitely think about going, especially the people I meet at your events. Definitely think about using them for different occasions and different reasons.
Yeah,
I definitely shop local, shop handmade, and ask
yeah.
before I would go onto the internet. Yeah.
Yeah, there's lots there when you look at it, you know, from like the food things, isn't there? The food items and all of that. If you've got
Yeah.
a special occasion or somebody's birthday, there's all these things out there and all that they, you know, they offer and the bespoke things that, you know, we don't get, like I say, well, I know we keep saying about it, but you don't get that special service that you do on the high street, which is great. So, who is your support network? I think you just sort of said a couple there with your shop.
Network, a huge support network. Obviously, yes, the shops I'm in are also, they've become friends. My friends, definitely, they come to me, for orders as well as advice. Family's great. They come to lots of the events. They often, my nieces come behind the stall, and yeah, they just turn up sometimes, which is lovely.
Yeah.
But shout out to my husband, Adrian, because he, bless him, I've got a bad back and he comes to all the events. We're doing the one, on Monday. The bank,
Yes. Yes.
and I've now got my big gazebo. We're now having to bring 2 cars because I can't fit it all in with my boxes. So, and he'll bring it in, he'll lug it all in, he'll set it up and then go away and then come at the end and pick me up. So definitely, he helped. Yeah, a lot. He really does with my finances and things like that. And actually, if I say to him, what do you think about this design? If he says, oh, I'm not sure that will work, it means it will work.
Yeah.
He says,
Yeah.
always say the opposite. The things that he doesn't think are going to sell are always the good sellers. So
Yes.
so I say, no, I think, great, I'll sell that then.
Yeah, it's true, isn't it? And you know, like saying that the husbands and help out at the events, and we know. I mean, just saying that, just so anyone's aware, I have to mention it. Is there's an event going on Bank Holiday Monday in Cranley. So I was approached by oh God, his name's just gone. The technician. My brain is just sitting out. Sorry. And I interviewed him, a special 10 at 10, and for 100 years their event has been going on, and last year it was cancelled, and he then were told that Dan, thank you, Rob. So it was Dan. So they were told it could go ahead. So they now, obviously, a couple of weeks ago, 4 weeks to turn this around. A family fun day, sports day. So he called me and said, Jason, can you help? So I sent an email out to everyone. I know that Dapper Suave are going to be there. I know that you are, Zooniverse. I will find out exactly who else is on Friday, just so I can shout out a bit more. So yeah, and we were at Ewhurst the other day, and the whole experience with that was because we got there, it was pouring down with rain, and then the rain stopped. Downside in Hatchford, thank you. Downside in Hatchford, that's where it is. But I will do a shout out about it. And you know, we got there and it was raining and weather, but we learned just a few bits about if the weather is rubbish, of what you do, tarpaulin on the floor that we had, because we've got boxes of t-shirts, but the whole car was like Jenga. It is, isn't it? When you've got a gazebo. Oh my God. And Rob's like, no, that has to go in there. And then I come out with something and that'll go behind the seat. And it's just hilarious. I thought, am I going to fit in there? And poor, Dave, our mannequin, equally, once again, he couldn't come because he can't fit in the car. He will make an appearance soon. I know everyone misses him. So what events? So what events are you doing with Curated by Dapper Suave? You're doing quite a few, aren't you?
September, in a couple of weeks. I can't wait for that because it's been a few weeks since sort of over the summer having an event, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yes.
December. I'm also there at December.
Yes,
Yeah,
cool.
and
That's
as well.
illustrated as well, because you were originally back when we were in the Martineau room, you know, there, and that's where we're back in December. So we've gone big, and because of the panto, we're back in the small room, which I think, to be honest, is going to be really nice because it's almost where we were in 2019, and that's going to be a bit of a special because obviously going forward for 2022, we are using the Grand Hall because that's just with how many people we've got on board. We've had to go big, which is great. Oh, Rob's asking you a question. He does this sometimes. What is the artwork behind Gemma?
Oh, you're frozen.
Oh, right, yeah.
You frozen.
Yeah, you froze as well. It's okay.
Can you hear me? Oh, yeah. Shanklin Beach.
Yeah.
I love beach huts.
Can hear you.
Yeah, so that's taken on Shanklin Beach, which we love.
Fantastic. Yeah, we've got a canvas upstairs, a picture, and it's St Ives, and I just love it. And then we've got another one downstairs as well. It's lovely when you take a photo and then, actually, I'll put that onto, onto a canvas. Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? Yeah. Rob, beautiful. Look at him. There we go. So he's art critic now, isn't he? And the last question. And you're looking very well. You've been on holiday because you're looking really well.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think it's the white wall. Yeah, we
the good lighting.
We did get to the Isle of Wight this year, and it was better weather than normal, so that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
British weather summertime has just been awful this year, hasn't it? So yeah, I keep saying to Rob, maybe we'll have an Indian summer. You know, when they say about it's going to be really sunshine in September. Who knows? So the last question is why did you choose to work with us?
Well, why not? You guys at the last Dorking Christmas Festival.
Yes.
Yeah. And you guys came up to me and said, oh, you should work with us and everything. So you gave me your card, and then obviously quite a bit of time passed and we had COVID and everything like that. And then I thought, I'm going to give these guys a ring. And then I think last year was, last
year.
But I was with you last year.
Yeah, last year. God, yeah. God, it seems longer, doesn't it? It's weird.
It does. Those 2 years kind of are a blank. Yeah, it's hard to remember. I met you, and then I joined last year.
Yeah, and you love all the community that's there as well, don't you? Because you've met some great friends, and
it's great. Yeah, Mel and Lou, and and I'm looking forward to meeting new guys this year.
Yes.
I know you're putting old with new and things like that, and that's going to be great.
It is. Like say we've got 21 brand new businesses, and some of these people I haven't physically met in the flesh, which I love because it's like when you meet them, it's like wow, you've seen them on what we're doing now, or you've seen them on Instagram, but there's some really great people coming on board, a real good mix, and I think that's what we're all about. So really exciting. So all of your details of this will go on to our ITGV, or go on to our YouTube. So anyone go onto there. There's all of the videos that we've done, and we're back again tomorrow with the lovely Ronnie B. I think you might have met her at the Arts and Market. So she does all of the sauces. Yeah. So she's they're very good actually. So she's really lovely. So we'll be chatting to her tomorrow. So really good, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks' time, which is scary. It's like, oh my god, we're waiting for our posters to come at the moment so we can get them out Sunday evening to say next Sunday, because obviously on Monday we've got our event, so they should be up around town on Sunday to let everyone know about it. So the people will be inundated this week all over Instagram about the event from other businesses. If you haven't booked your ticket yet, do. And obviously you can turn up on the day, everyone knows that, but we just want to carry on with it being ticketed to have a steady flow, and also at the end of it we know how many people that we've got exactly through the door, which helps us, as in that work out the numbers, work out the average spend, all of that stuff, which is really important for us to grow and how we develop for next year, and what, you know, what exhibitors work well in that time of the year and what others don't, and then we can really play on that. That's where we're really using our retail background. So, you know, and Rob could do a spreadsheet and then he's happy. Yeah, cool. And I'll let people know more about the other event that we're doing on Monday as well, that obviously you're going to be there. I'll just find out that, so I'll shout about that on Friday, the other people that are doing it, because off the top of my head, I'm not too sure. And we're going to have lovely, lovely sunny weather. Thank you. There we go. Lou from Floriana. Good luck for Monday. May the sun shine. I hope it does. Cool. Lovely, lovely to see you. And I'll see you in September, hun. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.